Hey, welcome back. So new setup. I'm on my floor, on my bed. Um, so week one of the CTFL has happened. They ran in Calgary, and me coming up this weekend, Saturday, in Montreal is going on. So a lot of athletes will be running there, a lot more than in Calgary. In Calgary, I think we only have seven. But first is first, I'm gonna explain the new point system because it is no longer for core athletes based off of IAAF points. So now there are standings, and I'll post a picture, kind of like on the CTFL website. I'll post it like right here. Um, a demo, like kind of like a demo what it looks like. But the top score, it is by time now, or time and length. So the fastest 400-meter runner so far it's Michael Roth. He has scored 25 points. 25 points is the max. So you'll have the chance to get 75 points because you'll have three marks. One being um, a free mark from any meet, another one from a prelim mark, and then so everyone will get two as long as you compete at a prelim and a different meet, and then a third one being at the championship, which not everyone will get because you must qualify for the championship meet for the CTFL final. Um, so those who can score 75 points will bring a lot to their team. Um, and then so number one will get 25, and um, it's per mark. So some people, so you can get. So far, we've already seen someone have 20 and then 25 or 15 and 25, depending on where they stand or how many people have competed in a meet or the CTFL prelim. And on top of that, what was I about to say? Probably something crazy silly. Um, yeah. So you can get a bunch of different points different ways. So one of the big advantages to this type of setup, the it being run like this, is there is no like kind of like a hard carry in a way. Um, say someone runs um a, a crazy time, right? That no one like it's unmatched, right? In the league. Um, the points from last season. Last season, how it was done was with IAAF points. Um, that could carry a team, right? Because there were so many marks you can make. A couple good, one good athlete or a crazy athlete, not good. A crazy athlete could carry everyone, a whole team almost, make a huge difference. Now it's the top athletes of each event are the equivalent. Even though, in IAAF points that might be different, it's an easy way to standardize how everyone runs, and you're compared to everyone else in the entire league directly in the league. And so that is how it works for core athletes. For utility athletes, it is still based on AAF points. However, they those points, so they have their points and then they're ranked in points and then they're still given like AAF points, the IAAF points. I keep saying it like that, and they are ranked like in that way, and then they're assigned like the CTFL points we'll call them. So first we'll get 25 and then so on. So so far, coming back to like this week, we have seen if you look at the not that many people have competed, right? However, there are a lot of points going around. Um, in the utility athletes are like they have scored many points for teams. Like so far core athletes have almost done nothing. There haven't been that many meets, right? Um, However, the utility athletes have racked up a lot of points, especially for the Spitfires so far, and a lot of Spitfire, like a couple of Spitfires competed in Calgary. Um, yeah, so there's that. That's how the points work. um, so in Calgary, we saw Caden Schultz run, we saw Anik Tiordi, and then you know, yeah, we saw like seven athletes compete. It wasn't much. um, but those those so far, the standings right now, they I don't think they'll stand because no one so far has competed. And one thing about that's interesting about the new point system is last season everyone could just go up. There was no like real cap. um to the points. Now there's a cap. There are only so many points that can go around since, like first gets 25 and then 20 and then like there are only so many points that go around. Um, so a team, someone running a good time and getting a higher spot can bump down like it take the points are taken from people, meaning that the whole all standings can be fixed, can change depending on one person running. Say a team can go from the bottom to the top, and then everyone else will be knocked down um from contention. Like everybody will go down a spot, which is crazy interesting. Um, yeah, but what's really crazy is the Spitfires being on top and the Bears being at the bottom, which is a complete reverse of last season. Um, the Bears, I mean, interesting draft picks, lol. Um, yeah. And then what's also great is now we have a team, the team MVPs. So this week they're based on, so far they're based on points, how many points they've gathered. So the Spitfires have two, and it's core athletes. Um, the Spitfires have two because they both got the same amount of points. So Caden Schultz and Josh are the MVPs for the Spitfires, Mike Roth for the Arctics, and Tiordi for the Huskies, and David Adelaide for the Bears. Um, yeah, and you know, in points, total points, the Spitfires are more than doubling the Bears. They're leading by like 150 points so far. Um, a lot of them 207. They have 477 points, and 273 of them are coming from their utility athletes. However, they got like 139 coming from their core athletes for men, and then 65 from women. So quite a bit there. And then if you only look at the core athletes, Huskies are second. Or yeah, if you only look at the core, they're second, and because they have 123 for men and then 100 for women. So they beat, as opposed to the Arctics who have 45 for men and 75 for women, are actually in second in total points. So maybe it's because not a lot of utility athletes have competed yet, or some of them haven't for the Arctic or for the Huskies or whatever, and a lot of Spitfires have. Like, yeah, we'll be looking forward to see some big throws from Sarah Midden through, and she'll be for the Bears. She's for the Bears this season. Or as last season too. What? She's a bear. um, yeah. So standings will change. I'm convinced of it. No, if you look at the individual statistic or this not individual anymore, like per event, there's probably like max 1-2 people have competed in. I think it was the women's shot put. I think it was that women's 200. No, okay, women's 200. Say there was one person who competed. Um, so those 25 points, right? That's heavy. 25 points is pretty heavy when there's no other points behind it. Like usually there'd be like 20 and then 15, but 25 points just out of nowhere. A free 25 points, no difference of 5. That's pretty heavy. So, yeah, I think that's all I had to say. hmm So this weekend in Montreal, lots of people competing. Um, Looking forward to seeing what people bring to the table on Saturday. I think it's Saturday in Montreal, and then London the week after. So more CTFL meets coming soon, and you know that just means the standings are going to change, and we'll see who's uh, going to the finals or the championship. And a thing to remember is, you know, uh, no one's won until the season is over. That's a big thing. Anyone can win until the end of the championship meet. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. You might notice something else different about, you know, like different background, but like Movember started last time I shaved. So yeah, Movember is running from May till end of November. Mm-hmm. Yep.